Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Geek Culture Congress. I am your host, as always, Louis Speedy Jr. Gonzalez. I am here with the very famous and talented and funny, if you did not know, Mr. Tarek Lewis. Tarek, what's up?
What's going on? I'm glad to be three things.
We got to change it up, And of course, as always, we'll be joined by the famous late night radio host Joey Franchize, because we operate on his timetable.
Yeah. We all bow down to the franchise at some point.
Yeah. So all right, guys. So we're getting into some. We're gonna give a little mid-season review. Me and Tarek have been enjoying this brand new Marvel TV show that's actually on Freeform right now. They just aired their 7th episode recently, and this is we're gonna be talking about a little bit about Cloak and Dagger. And I could tell you, Tarek, I'm really pleasantly surprised about the show. The show has met my expectations. What do you say?
I would say that as a fan of The Gifted.
I did enjoy The Gifted as well.
I enjoyed The Gifted. Yes. A marginal fan of Legion. I enjoyed it, but it confuses me.
It does confuse me, too.
Yeah.
I actually had to stop because I'm still confused.
Yeah. Disappointed by Runaways.
Really?
Disappointed by
I wish you would have
Runaways?
told me that because I'm in it right now. I'm like in episode 3 right now.
Yeah. And I really like Cloak and Dagger in comparison to all those shows.
Really?
It really surprised me because the characters they're not quite obscure. Like I said, I only know them from the Spider-Man video game. And I think they appeared on like one of the Spider-Man XD episodes or two.
Yeah, they are very obscure characters. But I guess in the vein of Spider-Man, they're very personable characters. Like they have human vices and a lot of problems that this TV show really has highlighted. The things that these characters have gone through personally. Yeah. And, it keeps with the spirit of Spider-Man, that human side of the superhero,
Yeah, no, I really like it. It's just like or it's like an origin story being drawn out. They don't have full development of their powers quite yet as far as episode 7 is concerned. But it's really kicking up, and it never let me down. I always was like looking forward to the next episode. I think the actors are good. I'm very pleasantly surprised with Cloak and Dagger.
I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it right now. Should we spoil a bunch of stuff for people already? Or
we can run some generalities.
So let's put a semi-spoiler alert for you right now. Yeah. So if you're going to try and get into Cloak and Dagger later, you're probably going to want to fast forward this part because we are going to get into some breaking news because it's Comic-Con season. Mm-hmm. All the news is trickling out of San Diego Comic-Con right now on the newswire. As we speak, I'm trying to keep up with all these brand new breaking news as they come out. Yeah. But we're going to get into some of them right now. After we talk a little bit more about Cloak and Dagger. So episode, they're on 7 episodes, of course. Number 1, the first one is kind of like our introduction of a young Tandy Bowen. She's learning how to dance ballet and showing her her young years.
Very young.
Yeah, very young years. This is a very important part because in this is where I guess her father works for the company Roxxon. Roxxon? Am I pronouncing it?
Yeah, I think it's Roxxon. Yeah.
We're gonna stick with that.
Yeah, it sounds like a company that makes video games, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was like, and then I was like, wait, everything's connected. Have I heard Roxxon before in something else?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we.
I don't remember. Yet. Have we seen that in Iron Man or something?
I don't quite remember that. Remember Hammer Tech? That's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. There's a bunch of those evil corporations.
Yeah, there's always at least 7. Yeah.
Just to get to the nitty gritty of it all, of course, he's involved with some project, some offshore drilling project. Yeah. And he is traveling near the project on a bridge. By the way, this is set in post Hurricane New Orleans, I believe.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not in New York City.
Yeah, finally.
So
right?
we're not going to see no Daredevil or Luke Cage blowing through anything.
Yeah, they're finally out of New York, man.
Yeah. So that's good. I appreciate that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, there's other states. It's like 49 other states.
Yeah, come on. Let's see some Florida superheroes.
Well, I don't know about that.
Super alligator or something.
There's no reason. You just go to Publix and just live your life. You just like, I just go get those wings and I'm not even worried about destroying the world.
All right. So big accident happens, of course. There's no superpowers without no special accident.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that.
Yeah, no one ever just trips and falls in the puddle.
Unless you're a mutant,
Yeah.
Which we can't. Oh, sorry. We can't say the mutant word yet because that deal hasn't been finalized yet.
Well, I'm not under contract, so I can say it.
She, of course, she was involved in the accident. And at the same time, the other gentleman who is the protagonist, Tyrone. Yes, Tyrone.
Yeah.
His character is a young boy. He looks up to his older brother. And I guess his older brother is talking with some friends about re-stealing a car stereo from somebody.
Yeah.
And he tries to talk. He talks him out of his one no part of it. But the younger brother felt like he needed to do it for him, for his street cred or something, you know. And there was involvement between him and some cops finally catch up with them. And just to make a long story short, not ruin it for you, he gets also the young explosion. Tyrone gets caught up in the explosion as well, because his older brother is shot by the police.
Yeah.
And maybe an accident because of the explosion, or maybe on purpose. I don't know.
Yeah. Kind of leave that up to.
Leaves up to interpretation that episode. So, they go right away into the future, and of course, she's Tandy has grown up without a father.
Yeah. Well, we got to remember she falls in the water. They both fall in the water.
They both fall in the water,
and somehow he saves her.
Yeah. So I guess their power manifests as soon as the accident happens, but of course they don't know how to use it yet properly yet. So they go right away into the future. 8 years later, should I say?
Yeah.
So what, they're 18, 17?
Maybe about 18, 17. I want to say they're about 18.
Because Tyrone's still in high school.
Yeah, but this is senior year.
Yeah, it's a senior year. And then she's like doing whatever.
She's doing whatever.
Yeah.
She's not really in high school.
So Tandy is Tandy is more the character that I'm familiar with, the comic book character of Tandy. Mm-hmm. She's a thief. She's a con artist. She has her own vices, her own drug vices. She lives in the street as a homeless person. She has a broken home, a discord with her mother.
Yeah.
Her mother is kind of like has her own vices and drug problems as well.
Yeah. And her father died in the accident.
Yes. He did die in an accident, apparently. 8 years in the future now, they start becoming reunited, Tyrone and Tandy, because I guess their powers like call to each other,
Yeah, it just kind of get pulled together in some weird circumstances.
So just to not ruin it for you completely, there's a bunch of different circumstances that they do get pulled together. Yeah. He teleports there where she's at, and they have what I call the discovering moment, or the WTF moment, like what the heck just happened.
Yeah, I think she actually steals his wallet.
Yes, that helps too.
Change of circumstance. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she steals his wallet.
And she needs to come up, so she needs to get some money. So she hits up a high school party.
Yeah, and I like all these. Because she goes around robbing like rich young guys.
Yes, that's her thing
with her friend. Mm-hmm. I like that in this storyline. I think it might be this in the comic books too, but they kind of switch up on stereotypes. Normally it's like the hard edge young black kid trying to do right, and they switched that. That's great.
They did,
but they don't. It's not like fake. It's not like a forced thing.
Right.
And I will say this: they depicted their abilities very well. Because I always said that Cloak's powers are so strange to me in the comic book, like the teleportation and going into his dark realm.
Yeah,
but they depict the powers very well.
Yeah, it did a good job. Like, there's a dynamic to them in the comic book where. I guess he's in pain, and she has to keep feeding him light to keep him alive.
Yeah, he's what the young folks call thirsty.
I don't know if they're gonna go that route with the TV show, but it's interesting the way that they've manifested their powers or the way they're making them work in the TV show. I like the contrast. So let's see what episode I'm here on. We're talking about second episode. We have a lot of story building. Of course, Tandy has that bad boyfriend. That bad boyfriend every female, I guess, needs in their life. That one bad boyfriend.
Yes. She's actually worse than him.
Yeah, she is kind of.
In the end of the day, she's driving that relationship.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's the man in that relationship.
And Ty is still dealing with his loss of his brother and his parents' pressure, and coming off the bench of a very prestigious private school basketball team.
That's right, and he is he's a really good basketball player when he puts his mind to it.
Yeah,
But of course, all this new things and this resurgence of his power is kind of like messing with him. He's teleporting in the middle of the night in dreams, and
he's a little emo too.
Yeah, he is a little emo. Well,
Tyrone's a little emo. He's probably the first person named Tyrone to be emo. That doesn't really happen.
Well, he did get his brother killed in front of him.
Sometimes you get your brother killed.
He did get his brother killed, and he feels mad guilty about that.
Yeah.
So that's the other part of that dynamic there. They do finally throughout their they're always running into each other or combining with each other. They finally do have that talk, and they realize that their lives are kind of like intertwined a little bit because of this accident.
Yeah.
So they get into more problems, and I think as a middle of a basketball game, he teleports.
Yeah, like wherever she is.
Yeah, to wherever she is, And she kind of gives him that pep talk, like, look, this is the way you got to control your powers,
Yeah, she gets control of her powers.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, oh, I have powers. I can use this.
Yeah.
He gets control of his powers. He doesn't really get control of his powers. He's just,
not quite. And even by after this newest episode, he's still kind of like, I could teleport now when somebody's going to try and hurt me.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, oh,
she has to kind of coach him the whole way.
Yeah.
By the end of the seventh episode.
But he did step up for episode 7, which we'll get into in a minute.
Yeah, yeah. He does a lot of ducking punches and pushing people.
Well, the comic book character, really, he just makes people fall into him.
I wish
them out.
Fights were that easy. What you do is you dodge his punches and push them. They can't do anything.
Hey, fall into my blackness.
Yeah.
Now you've lost your mind.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right now, she I guess there's a lawyer that her mother was dating that is trying to help the Roxxon case to clear her father's name, because apparently they blamed everything on
the dad,
onto her dad.
Yeah.
The whole accident and everything, and she thought the lawyer was kind of a scumbag because she was doing lines with her mother in the apartment, should I say?
Yeah.
And she comes to figure out that he's not really a bad guy. He is really trying to help his mother with the case and everything, and she actually goes into the office and is actually helping him organize kind of the case files and dealing with it and stuff like that. I guess there's a part where the mother, in some kind of rage, just breaks up with him.
Yeah.
And Tandy goes to kind of talk to him or at least meet up with him, hopefully to try and convince him to keep up with the case. And some assassin walks into the office and just kills her right in front of her as she's watching through the window. Which at this point
he kills the lawyer. Not
he kills the lawyer, not Tandy. Sorry.
Yeah.
And Tandy's, I'm kind of like, Tandy, didn't you got daggers, bro? Let's go. Yeah,
there's probably a limited range to throw those things. She's not an Olympic javelin thrower.
But
close range.
Run, do something.
That was a good 60 yards, Speedy. I think I've only seen Michael Vick throw that far off the back foot.
All right, we'll give her a pass. We'll get a development character pass.
Yeah,
here,
that's
okay?
All
right, so, but that adds more to the suspense of the Roxxon dynamic there. It's just like a cover up of the accident, accident that's given Tyrone and Tandy their powers. So, this also goes back to why she goes to that party in the first place.
Yeah,
where Tyrone teleports there in the middle of his basketball game.
Yeah,
because she's actually using her powers, and because she's using her powers, it's kind of like calling to Tyrone too as well.
Yeah.
So her power is that she can see the dreams or the wants or the fantasies. I'm sorry. Or fantasies.
It's like the positive what people want. What people want.
Positive side of what people want.
Yeah.
When she touches them.
And he sees
their fears.
Yeah.
When he touches people.
And then she throws little daggers of light. She creates little daggers of light.
She's got like the action,
Yeah.
He's got the falling in, the teleporting.
Yeah, but the teleporting is cool. They do it, like I said, they do a great job of it. If I didn't mention, Ty is also looking for the cop that killed his brother.
Yes, that's another
his plot line.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure at some point these are going to intersect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Well, he does find the cop. And he also finds a friend that is doing some shady stuff on the side, but has like a chop shop or like a garage where they fix cars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
that has his business that he uses as a side drug place, I guess, as well. But he knows what happened, or he was a witness as well to what happened. So to the shooting, because when Tyrone go back into the Flash, episode 2, maybe they revisited this.
I'm not sure,
the flashback or something like that. There was a revisit to the flashback, maybe episode 2 or episode 3, where Tyrone is there with his parents with one of the police chiefs, and he's like, "Hey, sorry, there's no police officer that looks that description that shot your brother." And it just made him look like he was lying, as a child, so he's haunted by that because he wants to bring to justice the person who actually killed his brother.
Yeah.
So, long story short, that person.
No, don't spoil it.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. We don't have to spoil that part.
Yeah, we don't have to spoil that part. All right,
no, we don't have to spoil.
All right, so we'll move on. So
I would just say they both have these plots going on.
Yeah.
That are very interesting, and then their intersection in the middle is dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but what I really like is that in her plot, she finds a female who is the daughter of a professor that used to work with her father on the rig, on the offshore drilling rig, and through that, she realizes she's able to actually learn that gentleman is still alive.
Yeah,
he survived somehow. But he's in some kind of coma, or some kind of weird mental state that he's not responding to anybody or anything.
Yeah, I believe he's the only survivor of the explosion.
Yes, so she realizes that she can see, of course, what people are thinking about, and he can as well. The flip side of that. So she recruits Tyrone to help him out and get into his mind. Yeah, to learn what happened. And that whole episode 7, I think that's a key episode. So I don't want to ruin it for anybody. So that whole adventure right there is very important. Yeah, and it's also a very big character building for Tyrone and for Tandy. Yeah, because we're talking about both of their losses and kind of both of their maturity as well. Because they have to mature at a certain point. And here's where the humanity of the whole show really went 100 for me in this episode. Yeah, and I like the fact that he's finally starting to learn how to use his abilities a little more. He's sticking and moving now. He's catching up. She's still progressing because then at this point she's tossing daggers now. She's tossing daggers. She used to walk. She's hitting people in between the eyes and stuff. Yeah. She's got deadly accuracy with those light lamps, whatever she is. And they had an interesting loophole to explain how she got so good with it in that episode. Yeah, which we won't ruin for you either. Yeah. So go see it or get Freeform, catch up with it on demand. You can catch it on Hulu. Yeah, it is on Hulu. You can catch it on Hulu. I've been. So I guess Freeform wasn't good enough. Yeah, no, absolutely not. I'm unplugged. Yeah, catch it on Hulu. But that's good though, so nobody can miss it. That's great. And I know some people probably freaked out. I just realized the Freeform used to be ABC Family. Really? Yeah, Freeform used to be ABC Family. You just blew my mind right now, Terry. It's not ABC Family. This is not an ABC Family show. No, it's not. And that may turn some people off. It's not an ABC Family I guess why they changed the name to Freeform. Yeah, so because she's definitely sexually active. Yeah. It's a little disturbing. There's some cuss words in there, guys, too. Yeah. So, so it's not an ABC Family definitely show. PG-13, at least. So check it out. Cloak and Dagger on Hulu. Freeform is on demand right now. Episode 7 just aired or should be available now. Binge it all, go all the way so you could be caught up and watch it. You'll enjoy it, especially if you enjoy those characters too in the Spider-Man comics and all that stuff. So or call Speedy because he enjoys spoiling. He can't wait. Hey, I just ruin it for you. Sure, why not? I let other people do it for me. See? All right, guys. So we're missing our third cohort here, man. We're gonna get him on the horn here because we're supposed to talk about Aquaman trailer that's supposed to air or supposed to debut in San Diego today, and we are Aquaman trailerless, and we are Joey Franchize-less. Yeah, which makes me wonder if he's in the trailer. He may be lost in the trailer too. I don't know. That's why he's not present. He's filming. Well, he needs a cut. He needs to get us in there. You know. But there's some other things that happen at these Comic Cons. Yeah, as you were saying. Yeah. They just released a trailer for the new DC Titans TV show. Yes. Which is going to be streaming only on the brand new DC Universe streaming service, which I just find out is going to be a grand total of $8 a month if you wanted to join that service.
Yeah,
$8.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and not do that.
Why not? You might like it.
I might. I think I'll do a free trial or something.
But you've seen this trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've seen the trailer?
Mm-hmm.
I want to go. We're gonna play. I think we're gonna play the audio here of the trailer for everyone. But just a warning. Robin does some un-Robin like things in this trailer. Okay, and we'll just play the audio. How about that? Let's get into this one.
Who are you?
Everything led me here. To you. You're the boy from the circus. You got no place to hide.
So he's swinging through the circus there, screaming and stuff. Yeah. Is that Robin Dagger? A special Robin Dagger he's got? It's the Batman's cute moment right here in the trailer. Of course, this is audio, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry.
Can you help me?
Apparently he can help her.
Where's Batman?
What did you just say?
He dropped it. He dropped it.
Inside of me.
He just killed some people too with a gun.
But you can control it.
Face.
Some Firestar here.
You don't know what I've become.
We don't know what you've become.
Sometimes, when I feel the darkness, it feels...
Raven parents.
That's Starfire, of course, too.
My mom says there's no such thing as monsters.
I used to think that. I was wrong.
That was pretty dope. And Raven screaming there is pretty dope. What do you say? What do you say about the trailer? Are you excited? You're going to cough up that $8 or what?
I'm not coughing up the $8.
Come on, but it's not just that. It's a bunch of other stuff, too, that you can get with this app.
I got to be honest with you. It looks really bad.
Come on.
It does not.
You got to support the culture, man.
Beast Boy just looks like...
Beast Boy look cool, but there's another character there that's not... There's Firestorm, of course, is in the trailer as well. And...
Starfire, you mean?
Yeah, Starfire, should I say. And... there's another character there that's like cutting stuff. I don't know. I missed.
It looked like an owl.
It looked like Hawk and Dove kind of like
maybe
looking character.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I'm just not on board.
I guess they couldn't use
this.
Cyborg. They can't use Cyborg, of course, because he's in Justice League.
I'm just not on board with this. Like, this should be an animated show. It really should. It's just
talking about animated shows. Well, we'll see. We know. We'll have to cash out. We can cash out on the bootleg. Can we cash that one on the bootleg?
Yeah. Somebody download that for me. Somebody crack open a Fire Stick, because I'm not enthused about that. I have nothing against the DC universe. I know some people like Marvel all the way. I don't care.
You don't care?
Like, I'm excited about Aquaman. This just doesn't look good.
Well, that's not Aquaman, but that's a TV show.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's completely, what they call it, connected.
Yeah, but
connected is the word that I would like to use.
We just talked about Cloak and Dagger and The Gifted and Legion and all these shows that look good. Even Gotham. This can't look bad, especially on DC trying to launch it. It just did not look great.
Some other audio here is queued up here. Well, we'll see what happens with that, guys. Of course, look out for that. And you want to get into that DC Universe app streaming service. Of course, it'll be, I guess, next year it'll be available, I guess. I'm guessing so.
Good luck, DC. More power to you.
Hey, you never know. It might be a new thing, and we all have it. So there are also trailers that are coming out, which was a surprise. This trailer, This surprised me when I first saw it on the breaking news on the wire. Apparently, Star Wars has a brand new The Clone Wars season. Coming back after 5 seasons. They decided to cancel it. And then they moved on to Rebels and other stuff, and left a lot of people, or the generation, should I say, that grew up with Attack of the Clones and the first 3, the prequel movies, with sour grapes, because of course these are the characters. These are their original trilogy characters, you know. And that was a continuation of that story, before at least episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. So, I guess Star Wars, according to Disney, should I say, this is going to be a new series that's going to be on their Disney streaming service, which is launching next year.
Okay.
So are you going to cough up another $8 for this service?
Absolutely not. I'm not being bled by these media companies.
All right. So when we play, we're gonna play some audio. Let's play some audio from the trailer. Go check out the trailer. You want the visual? We did not do video today. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Suspense music.
The name's Rex, but you'll call me Captain or
See,
Sir.
I like Rex.
I always did like
War does not come with a guarantee. No soldier gets the promise of safety.
My designation is Trooper 27-5555, sir.
We call him Fives. I'm Heavy.
Why did he become Australian?
I'm Commander Cody, your new boss.
Separate, accents that they have in Star Wars.
Looks like we got ourselves a batch of shinies, Commander.
Shinies, is that like talking about the clone?
We're one and the same. Same heart, same blood. Your training is in your blood. And my blood's boiling for a fight. So I hope.
I guess, just to give you the visual of
Can't be
happening.
good. Get back on the polos. If we can draw them out, we can see them. We can see them, we can hit them.
That voice sound like It's a Small World, the pirates on It's a Small World.
Say it again,
awful.
say it again.
The voiceover sound like it's the pirates on It's a Small World. It's awful.
I like it. It's animated. Now we got we're getting the grand view of the fleet, the clone fleet. I guess they're getting ready to assault. Yeah, we're getting the zoom in there over here. We're going to walk up now with Anakin.
All right, Rex. What's so important that you brought us all the way back here?
It's Ahsoka in the hologram.
Hello, Master. It's been a while.
Hashtag here at the end says Clone Wars save. See, I just thought they were done with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
StarWars.com, of course, for updates. If you want to keep up on that. But I thought honestly that they were just done with Clone Wars, and they they told everything they were going to tell the story, but I guess not.
I never did finish Clone Wars, and it wasn't bad. But I remember the little animated Clone Wars they did years ago. It was like 15 minutes.
The real good one, the Gendy Tarosky, the guy who did Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
That was real good.
I remember those. And
apparently that's not canon anymore. So
I'm like, how many of these we saw some of the Clone Wars in Revenge of the Sith. Like, how much time? There's only 3 years in between the two films. How much of this pre-stuff are we going to do? We're never going to get an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie.
That's my issue, too. That's why I was like, okay, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm
interested.
More Clone Wars.
I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm interested, But if there's like an episode of Mace Windu and Yoda just having coffee, I'm going to be mad. I just, come on, man. Cut this guy's... cut Anakin Skywalker's body parts off. Let's give Obi-Wan a bigger beard.
I just hope it's a short season. Let's get to the nitty gritty.
Yeah,
8 episodes.
And I like Ahsoka Tano. That's one of my favorite characters from the Clone Wars. Apparently, that's the best thing coming out.
The tease is she is the protagonist of the brand new trilogy that's going to be coming out.
Yeah, see.
So I think they're putting all her money on her.
Yeah, not a fan of that move. But I like the character. I like the character.
What if it's the DS Weiss and those guys, not the there's the two writers that are doing their own trilogy, and there's of course the other Rian Johnson who's doing his own trilogy.
Yeah, I may be a little Star Wars heavy after The Last Jedi. I like Ahsoka Tano because she's the only character that's grown, like literally grown.
Right.
She's literally gotten taller.
Yeah, she was kind of small.
Yeah. She's literally gotten taller, so I give her credit for that.
All right. So what do we say? You're going to buy into that Disney streaming service, or you need more? You need more meat.
I'm absolutely not going to buy into it. I feel like the Disney one may be better because they have ABC and all this other stuff that they can throw on there,
and Marvel, of course, too.
But somebody's going to have to come to me and say I need to get it. And even then, I'm probably
this is the bootleg stick.
I'm probably stealing some.
This is the Amazon stick right here.
Let me get your password. How many devices can we have it on? I'll give you my HBO now. No offense to any of these networks. I hope you're making your quarterly budgets.
Hey, all these companies are going into their own apps and their own services.
Yeah, listen. One day Target's going to have their own, and it's just going to be those little T-shirts they sell.
Oh man! Some breaking news also happening at San Diego Comic-Con. Remember we talked about Batman issue 50? That was supposed to be the big Batman and Catwoman wedding.
Yeah,
that never happened. Mm-hmm. Well, apparently the writer Tom King has been receiving death threats, and he is scheduled to appear at San Diego Comic-Con. So he, out of abundance of caution, decided to hire a security detail for himself.
Nightwing and Jason Todd, I'm assuming.
I know.
Nightwing wasn't
some
the
real,
best man anyway.
Big guys.
Oh, really good. Okay,
yeah, some real big guys. Some real security, yes.
Yeah, man, listen, man. These cats are out there giving death threats on comic book stuff. You get your card pulled quick.
But I was upset. I mean, I didn't even buy the issue. I just learned what happened. But I was like, come on, Speedy, I know I wouldn't put a death threat out there in the gentleman.
You were upset and you went and you had a glass of rum. These dudes are getting upset and they're like, I'm going to kill you if they don't get married. Dude, I would say you're in your basement, but we're in Florida. You don't have basements.
If you guys knew what we actually go through to actually put together the show, Mr. Terry Lewis has taken that perfectly all the way to the punchline. I couldn't have planned it better myself. Okay,
unbelievable.
Oh man, so say no to death threats, okay, guys?
Please.
All right, it's not that serious. It's okay. There'll be another story that I'll correct it later on in the future. Good news though. Back into the Marvel world, or should I say maybe the Fox world of Marvel TV stuff and movies. Comcast dropped their bid.
Yeah, they're out.
So Disney's the only bidder. So that's it. It's just got to get approved, I guess, by the government, and money's gotta go. They got to cut that check, and it's a wrap.
I don't know if I'm happy about this.
I don't know.
I feel like a lot of people are happy. I don't know if I'm happy.
I'm interested.
I'm curious. I'm curious.
Definitely curious.
I can see if they end some of these other Marvel, the Captain America's end and Iron Man's end, and they start focusing on Fantastic Four and X-Men or New Mutants or whatever. Okay, but I don't want to see a bunch of anarchy. I don't want to see Miss Marvel in a Gambit movie. Like just let her do Miss Marvel and let Gambit be Gambit.
But you see, her Cloak and Dagger is very involved in a lot of X-Men comic books, a lot of X-Men storylines, because I guess their genes were mutated.
Yeah, they're technically
latent mutant powers that were awakened.
Yeah.
So,
you got to trust the writers.
That was explanation in the comic book.
You got to trust the writers and producers and Feige. Like, they haven't really missed yet. So you got to trust them, but I don't need too much whatever. It's going to happen. It's all about the money at this point.
That's true. It is always about the big dollar sign on all this stuff. So, talk about big dollar signs. We have the last big headline that's come out of San Diego that I was able to grab before we started recording this show was I did see that there's going to be a Power Ranger and Street Fighter crossover as a movie. And this is a movie short.
This is the last episode of the Geek Culture Congress. We will no longer be recording. Because the geek world has lost its mind. That's it.
Let me finish the headline before you destroy it, please.
Okay.
So it's a crossover. It's only a short movie crossover.
Animated?
No, live action.
Awesome. It's going to be awful. Okay, go ahead.
There was another headline that I read the other day that Jean-Claude Van Damme was on drugs the whole time he was doing Street Fighter, that old Street Fighter movie.
Yeah, clearly.
I just thought it was hilarious when I read that headline.
Law Julia too.
Headline, yeah,
the whole cast,
all of them.
Yeah.
So it's a short movie, apparently. Okay, and the premise is that 3 of the Power Rangers are captured by M. Bison, and Chun-Li and Ryu team up with the character of Jason David Frank, who always plays Tommy Oliver. In the live action, he's actually reprising his role. For this show. For this short movie, and Sierra Hanna, who plays Gia in the Megaforce version, the yellow. I don't know if you remember that one.
I don't.
I don't either. I'm just reading the information that I wrote here.
Yeah.
But it's 2 big companies, Enway and Lionsgate, are behind it. So
okay. Did you say Amway?
No, not Amway. Enway.
Okay.
So this apparently is happening. Tarek.
I mean, listen. Okay. Sometimes you gotta throw a balloon into the wind, and it gets through. I just recently saw the Power Rangers movie. I didn't see the last.
Oh, the newest one, right?
Yeah, I just saw it.
It was okay.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was pretty. I mean, it's the Power Rangers. It was pretty good. But the Street Fighter aspect, like they failed so many times on Street Fighter. Oh man,
they have an actually pretty good, cool Power Rangers comic book that's available now, which is like timelines it goes between different timelines or different universes or something like that. That there's an evil white Power Ranger or green Power Ranger, and he goes through the different timelines trying to kill Power Rangers. They kind of stole the story from like the Spider-Verse.
That's the story from the one with Jet Li.
You know what?
Yeah,
I didn't put two and two together there.
That's the exact same storyline.
Well, they did it to Power Rangers in a comic book. That?
Well, the Green Ranger and the White Ranger always start off bad.
Yeah,
if I'm correct. They always start off like.
But apparently, I guess in that particular universe, he killed everybody.
Yeah.
So now he's going to different universes to kill all the other Power Rangers.
Gotcha.
And it's like every other Power Ranger you've ever seen or any other kid has ever seen before. Yeah. All the TV shows and it's in a comic book. Sorry, guys.
And you know what they should just do? They should just do a group of Power Rangers instead of them turning into like Zords or Bugs or ninjas. They're just like CPAs. Like they're just accountants, and it's like they're all real estate brokers, and they just go dressed up.
You know, there was that one YouTube short film that's a fan made that had some pretty famous actors on it. I don't know if you ever watched it before.
I don't think I have.
One of the females that did Battlestar Galactica was on it.
Yeah,
she played like the Pink Ranger.
Okay,
and I guess apparently the whole premise was that all the Power Rangers have PTSD. And like.
I kind of do remember that.
It's like a drug-fueled like Power Ranger reboot.
Yeah. You know, I do kind of sort of remember that. Yeah.
But they the people who own Power Rangers, Saban, fought that. And I guess they got it down or whatever. But I did watch it.
They need to just let.
It was actually well done too. It was really well done.
Yeah, I kind of remember that.
Yeah.
They need to let Street Fighter just stay on video games. I mean, they can do Power Ranger stuff. Because Power Rangers lost me when the Green Ranger started blowing into that flute. I was done. So this dude's playing the piccolo.
I used to argue with my son. This is not real. This is ripped off from Voltron, okay?
Yeah. Which, by the way, the Voltron on Netflix is a great animated show.
It is. Really and we need to talk about Voltron in a future show. Definitely. Yeah. We definitely need to talk about that. As a matter of fact, let's schedule that.
Yeah. I feel like I hated everything today.
You hated everything with a vote of optimism. There you go.
With I'll give it a shot, but not for $8. Disney and Warner Brothers.
The hosting of this podcast costs money, so you know there's going to $8 right there, guys. Either Geek Culture Congress or Tarek watching a DC Universe.
Yeah, shows, Speedy wants to pay for it.
No, it's okay. Yeah, it's quite all right. All right, guys. We had no Joey Franchize today.
No Joey Franchize. We miss you, Joey. Good luck on the set of Aquaman, Joey.
I should call him. I should call him on the phone right now. Live on show, right? I should, right? Let's do that right now. Hold on. Let's see how fast I can do this without having to edit this out. Let's see. Joey Franchize. Okay, Google.
Well, why you
call Joey Franchize?
Calling Joey Franchize.
Dope. Technology, ladies and gentlemen.
Are we sponsored by Google? Because I feel like you gave them
technically, we're on Google Podcast, so it's half the battle. If it doesn't pick up,
please, Joey, don't get into a car accident trying to answer this phone.
Don't die, because you have to be on the air like in a half hour.
Yeah.
I don't want to have that conversation with Orlando
blame
at all.
Us. Well, I'm going to go ahead and give my socials while we're waiting for Joey to see if he can pick up. My name is Tarek on Instagram. Tarek Lewis on YouTube.
Yeah, of course, you can follow me, DJ Speedy JR, on my nocturnal DJing life. And all nerd stuff, too. We talk about nerd stuff, too.
Yeah.
He put me to voicemail. How about that? See, he knows what I was calling about. I guess we'll talk about eventually when the Aquaman trailer decides to show up into the world. We'll definitely talk about it here in Geek Culture Congress. You just uploaded something brand new on the YouTube.
Yeah, some new videos on my YouTube. You can go check out and watch some short films. Yeah,
that's awesome. I want to sit down calmly and watch it. So I'm gonna
you've been
confess
tagged.
I have not watched it. Yes, the tagging is fine, but I will watch it.
Yeah, and it's free. It's not $8.
Well, we can convert that to some kind of streaming service revenue, for you when you start getting to like millions of views.
I got to throw a Street Fighter character in it. Apparently, just randomly dollars in my movie.
Of course, Joey Franchize. You can catch him in his nocturnal life on Wild 94.1 in Tampa, Florida, and he's always Joey Franchize with a Z. And follow us on Instagram, Facebook. Look us up as Geek Culture Congress. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on every single streaming platform that I can think of for podcasts. If there's something we're not on, please let us know at geekcongress101. I think is the email.
Yes, it is.
At gmail.com. Let us know so we can try and figure out how to get on there too.
Yeah.
Because we're on Spotify. We're on the iHeartRadio. We're on, we know what? We're getting on, just got out of a meeting today.
Okay.
Here at our 9 to 5. And we're getting on some websites here on some of the radio stations. So
be part of the growth.
Yes, be part of the growth, ladies and gentlemen. Be part of the growth. Geek Culture Congress. Oh, we're also going to be at some Comic-Cons. I will be at Tampa Comic-Con, and I will personally sit down and record the whole session of Stranger Things with the actors. I'm going to go with my phone and my microphone, and I'm going to record the audio, and it's going to be up on Geek Culture Congress, whether Tampa Bay Comic-Con likes it or not.
Yeah. See, Speedy puts in all the work. I just be showing up.
That's going to happen. So look out for that. We're going to be doing some live stuff from Tampa Comic Con as well. Hopefully talking to some creators and some comic book writers. I'm going to get in their face in a nice way, of course.
Yes.
And try and get some interviews and stuff. And I'll probably be uploading shows live from the floor for Tampa Bay Comic Con, which is the end of this month, beginning of August.
Yeah.
We will be officially at Infinity Comic Con with Albert Downmas, who did we interviewed him about his Alienox comic. We'll be out there with him. That's a smaller Comic Con, but go enjoy it. It's in the Kissimmee area.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Osceola events, Heritage Park Event Center.
Yes.
And we will be out there as well. That's the 25th, I believe, August 25th or 26th. I'm going to stick with those dates. Yeah, I'm going to stick with those dates. And we have yet to confirm our appearance at MegaCon Tampa, which hopefully we can make official soon. So as soon as I get more information about that, we just might get some media passes as well for that. Seems like MegaCon likes us.
Yeah,
Tampa Comic Con doesn't. It's all right.
We still love you, Tampa Comic Con.
We'll talk about that later in a future show. But I'm a little sore. I'm a little salty.
Yeah, little Nightwing salty.
So another episode of Geek Culture Congress comes. Same bad time, same bad channel. Hopefully we'll get Joey Franchize in here.
Yes.
He can talk about everything he wants to talk about. Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Size of his muscles and everything. You know?
Wait a minute.
His Aquaman movie and all that good stuff. So till next time, guys. Geek Culture Congress signing off. Mr. Tarek Lewis.
Peace.
Have a good one, everybody.